Parse Productions is here to bring you the back 7 of the King of the North at Giants Ridge 2020 edition. Thanks to our sponsors OTB Disc, Social CBD, Gotta Go Gotta Throw, Hammock Gear, and Rubber Bandits. Ben Kroll on the mic.
And Derek Sahr, and that squirrel is a good sign for some amazing views.
God, look at these here. This is little captions in the back. I mean, we've got a fun card. I mean, these guys are just battling back and forth. Jesse and Noah going back and forth. We got T3J and Josh right behind them. Hole 15, one of the signature holes, I feel like, on this course. Downhill tunnel shot, listed at 650 some odd feet, but it actually is gettable. You can get all the way down there. I've seen Alex park this. I've seen Patrick Christie park this. I've seen Cale get down there for a good run. I mean, this is one that you can get to, but you get left or right off this fairway, and you're probably not going to get your 3.
Boy, kind of night and day. You can watch these guys go up the hill on the first half of the coverage, and I have a feeling we'll be watching them go down the hill on this half of the coverage.
There'll be a fair amount of downhill shots,
Yep.
and it makes for some awesome views, as we see here. Jesse going really overstable and low, just trying to keep it in the fairway, not doing too much. The basket itself is kind of in like a little pocket, so if you get into that little bowl or pocket, you'll have a pretty easy putt.
And I feel like attacking something like this is just so dangerous because something gets up into the air, it's a little squirrely on you.
Josh gave this one a lot of height.
Hit a 3. Good. You're welcome.
Oh, hit a house.
You got one up from me. Thank you, sir.
What a kick.
He's got T3J talking to his disc, telling him exactly what to do.
And Noah's not the kind of guy that lays up.
No, this looks like one of his destroyers or something. Pretty overstable. It's coming back.
I saw it come down.
Wow, we got a lot of distance.
Wow. Yeah, very fortunate to, 1, not have a bad kick, and 2, to kind of get back to the fairway a little bit there.
Yeah, he's really not into the woods that far, and I think he'll actually be able to get up and down fairly easily from there. I think this hole shapes really well for a forehand, especially the way T3J can shape lines.
Do you know what the wind was doing coming off of this? I imagine a headwind, but
It almost always is a headwind on this
Yeah.
hole.
yeah, I'm sure that playing quite a factor. And
Please,
that
either
looks
one.
good.
He's hoping for it to get some beef here at the end, though.
Yes, it's on the edge.
Yeah, same thing as Josh's. A little bit further up the fairway, but
Somebody picked a 4-leaf clover on this card because that is got some luck on this card.
yeah, there's 3 drives there that all could have been in really rough shape, and I think they'll all have a chance to get up and down. Jesse going really wide here, playing the entire fairway. As you heard him call it
No
out,
sit.
good roll.
That Miller guy?
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be just fine.
What a good idea to play off that rock and that roll. Play off the rock and the roll. All right,
We're
yeah.
rocking and a rolling
Yeah.
here. This is fairly routine from back here. Probably all you really need is a putter.
Yeah.
Great
Beast.
shot from Josh. Very happy. At least he clapped for a good shot. You know what I mean?
We've been having a lot of people clapping on their missed putts and bad shots, and Josh knows what to do.
These kids.
Yeah.
No, a little long, but just fine. 22 feet.
Yeah, these guys both got way down the hill, and we're finally to T3J's drive, and I'm very curious to see where his ended up because he got some major distance on that.
Yeah, it can't be more than 150 feet from the basket. I believe this is one of his zones.
Oh no, that's deep.
Yeah, deep
Yeah.
and right.
That sucks.
Yeah, T3J gave me a lot of grief for calling that disc a breeze a few times in the Kaposia coverage, but you are right. That is a zone.
Yeah, unfortunate there by Timmy. Looks like he tried to get it on the Annie angle and just tried to and kind of juiced it trying to do that. And he'll be taking a par here, and that's respectable. This hole's definitely not a gimme 4 by any means.
Noah kind of never a doubt on that putt. Putting uphill seems to almost be favored for Noah.
He's got all that height. Usually not short.
Yeah, he just kind of pitches it in, you know. He doesn't have like the best follow through, but he just kind of just pitches it. Nose down. Smashing the chains.
Yeah, we still see a few umbrellas up as well, too. We've had kind of on and off drizzle all round.
Just enough to kind of be a nuisance. Boy, I can't believe this is the first hole, and it's that beautiful and that great of shots. I can't wait to see what the rest of this has to offer for us.
Yeah, this back nine is a really fun finishing section of the course where you can get a lot of birdies here on some of these tweener par fours. Then there's a couple par threes that'll be fun to watch these guys attack as well. The final hole especially, that's one of my favorite finishing holes in disc golf.
Awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to see that. And you can just see the background there.
All these different colors. This is just the perfect time of the year to be up here. Timmy a little upset about that 4.
Not too much movement there, but Josh starting to fight his way back into this as he picked up a few birdies in a row now and coming on up pretty tight at the top. Going into hole 16, 501 feet. I'm seeing a bit of a common occurrence of the tunnel shot on this course. Having to go all the way through that tunnel. Landing here would be ideal, and you have to play up the hill quite a ways. You can just see it right there with that pole kind of being in the way a little bit.
Yeah, and you not knowing this course, everyone's going to be going up and over here. These are some tall trees, but that tunnel is so tight, and it doesn't guarantee any look at this hole. You can't really get up to the next level. See, Jesse's actually short of that level, but he's really close. If you can get up to that next level where that pole is, it just makes that upshot so much easier, and the only way to do that is to go up and over.
Gotcha. So that tunnel gap is a bit of a sucker gap.
It is definitely a sucker gap, but not everybody has the distance here. I definitely saw a couple players have to play the tunnel because there's no other option. There is a way that you can go actually early left here. If you were to saw it off super early or crazy like S-shot forehand, there's another gap up later in the tree line. And if you get into those trees at all, it makes for a really tough hole. And I think Josh got caught up.
Yeah, I think he caught some shul right out of his hand.
And it's really starting to come down now. I'm probably hooked onto a nice northern at this point, reeling it in.
You're just rubbing it into these guys' faces, Ben.
I couldn't see that one finish from Noah. Hopefully he didn't get caught in the trees either.
I'm very curious as to what T3J is going to do here. Looks like he's got that M4, I believe.
Yes, it is his mac and cheese M4. He's playing the tunnel again. Even getting through the gap and being down at the bottom of the hill does not guarantee an upshot at all.
Yeah, and the rain's really starting to come down here, and E3J not having too much of a...
He was really close to getting out of the gap, you can see there.
Yeah, I look like he turned it over too much off the tee.
He's being aggressive, though. He's going for it, I think. He's happy. Probably short, though. And this is where the hole gets tough if you're on this side hill, but Josh throwing a great shot.
Wow. So uphill.
I think he threw a ghost there, but he blasted it. Jesse right at the top of the hill, so this will be a little bit easier for him, but he's in a difficult spot next to these trees. And again, just rubbing into these trees, you get just wet.
Get up over it.
And that's a little short.
Yeah, he's asking for it to get up over at that last little hump, and he would have been sitting maybe at circle's edge, maybe a little further out.
Yep, exactly. No, also going a little long on his drive, pushed him into the tree line. It's just one of those holes where you can be kind of aggressive off the tee shot if you have the distance and the height. on the drive. He can really get up the fairway. And this is a tough patent pending having to throw uphill. I think he's got one of his rocks. Great angle.
Gonna need it to turn. Yeah. That's in the Noah range.
Yeah, that was like a great looking angle from what he had to deal with. Oh man, Timmy was in a tough spot. Maybe he has a sarcastic cheer on his last.
The camera guys, they were just frozen. Like we did not know he was going out this direction.
Yeah, Timmy, unfortunately, just having to go up and down, and he almost threw that in. Took no time at all on that upshot.
Yeah, I notice sometimes when he's having a bad hole, he doesn't take his time. He likes to just, maybe the mentality is just to get through it and move on.
Yep. Everyone's got a different strategy. Good look from Jesse, but again, that rain's coming down. He's just trying to keep those discs dry.
And poor Noah looks like he lost his caddy.
Yeah, G said I have enough here. I'm going to go catch some Northern with Ben.
Yeah, he doesn't have an umbrella here.
Oh, man. Maybe the wet chains, wet disc. Thing just slid off. I think without the chains, it almost sticks in the back of the basket there.
Yeah, bit right from Noah on that one.
Yes, solid from Josh there. Again, tough position off the tee, but he's in the fairway, and that's all you need to do.
Yeah, and Josh's putting seems to have come alive towards the end of this round. And it's really good because we all know Josh to be one heck of a putter, and see him starting to bank some home. It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, think about those couple of early misses. He'd be right up there with Noah and Jesse otherwise.
That slow-mo rainfall. just trying to
keep it all dry.
Yep.
Don't get the hands pruned.
Poor Noah, I know he's just soaked right now and just is at the point where he's like, whatever. I'm wet. It's going to be that way.
It's always tough to start with a caddy, and then when the going gets tough, your caddy's gone.
Yeah, when the going gets tough, the caddy gets going. Jeez, how does his hat stay on? Is it strapped to his hair?
Maybe between that and the glasses, they just kind of pinch themselves onto his head.
I'm going to go with maybe some Gorilla Glue in his hair or something. I don't think I've ever seen Josh without a hat.
The double-sided tape.
Yeah.
This is a very unique hole. We've even dubbed it the airborne hole in the past. Hole 17, par 4, 528 feet. From pin to tee, though, it's probably closer to 450 even, I bet. Some of these guys are going to be going just up and over the tree line, trying to throw just a big Annie. There is the layup shot just throwing straight, though. This is a very difficult hole to get all the way there. Josh throwing a great angle. Couple trees to miss.
Clip for the edge. Clip, but it was just
I think
it got through. I think it's up by the basket.
Holy
This is just a huge hole to get, and you get some weird winds up here. Again, top of the hill, trying to throw up and over trees. You just never know what the wind's going to do to it. And you get smashed and fall down to that tree line. That tree line's probably 100 feet thick. So if you're in that tree line halfway through, you have 50 feet at least to get back through, to get out. Jesse, a lot of height there, but hopefully that doesn't come out too early and just helicopter down.
Wow.
Yes.
What a shot.
That was great. He's probably about 60 feet or so. It'll be a tough run for his deuce, but
Are you kidding me?
very easy up and down for a 3, that's for sure. I wish I had this distance still. I used to be able to do this.
You have to really know the course as well to be able to commit to a shot like this. And
Very similar spot to where Jesse
The
is.
same thing.
Yep. These guys are making this hole
Crazy
look
good.
real easy. This is a very tough hole. I've taken big numbers on this hole before.
I'm curious if T3J is going to go at the straighter gap or if he's going to try to get aggressive and get over the top with this forehand.
Yeah, this is not an easy tee shot if you're just trying to play for that tunnel straight ahead. It's very touchy on where you're going to land.
Oh, and he went for the straight shot, and it's just going to hyzer down that hill, which is a good play. Yeah, he made the corner. That looks great.
Yeah, that was perfect. That is very difficult to throw that shot the way he just did. To make for very easy up and down, be a downhill shot. And look at that picturesque background.
Yeah, the rain's coming in, so it's kind of foggy too, and you're technically you're above the clouds, you know.
Yeah, we saw some sunshine earlier in the front portions of this round.
Oh man, downhill with the forehand.
Yeah, this would be a much easier backhand, little hyzer putter shot. He's got to have a lot of distance control. Wow.
Oh my! Off the front page.
Hey, every
Dude,
time
come
I
on,
said
come on.
go in, it didn't go in. So I had to shut up. See that?
He's huffing and puffing, poor guy.
TTJ is a character.
Yeah. Wow. That was crazy. And with that being a putter, it would have just hit and sat if it would have hit the ground.
I mean, he looked like he barely threw it on so much angle, and it just moved so far right to left.
Yeah.
And Noah, that was a great little bit at it. Had the branches to deal with, really had to get up in the air.
Now, I'm hoping somebody draws metal or makes the eagle, but how crazy would it be if T3J's the only one to draw metal on this hole?
That'd be something else. Jesse, similar distance to Noah, but more open. Similar fate, a little bit of high left. And where's Josh at? Oh, look at this. Got to be about 18 feet or so.
What a shot. Talk about a turnaround of a round for Josh, starting a little slow and oh no.
And that's so tough because you're getting all this rain, all the elements. You're just trying to fight everything, and he's trying to let those early round misses go, and unfortunately there's one there for his deuce. Again, would have been a huge bonus. Still sneaking away with a 3 on this hole. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, heading in the right direction, staying in that red as we do in disc golf, being birdie. Oh, Jesse,
And
so uncharacteristic.
that was a silly miss for the way he's been playing today. Was not expecting that at all. And the rest of these guys should be taking really easy 3s. Thought we were going to have a whole star frame again there on a moderately level hole.
Yeah, and you are so correct about the wind. Look at the background. It almost seems dead calm right here. No wind at all. And then on another hole, it's just kind of ripping, honestly.
Yeah, you just never know what you're going to get on these mountain courses, especially these ski hills, where there's different tree lines and that wind just goes down these pockets and sometimes can't get to certain spots. That's a fun look at Timmy puffing out those cheeks.
He's got all of his air in him, and then he just poof, and right when he throws.
And here we are, tied at the top again. Noah and Jesse having a really good battle. Yeah, thank you, Hammock Gear. You can check them out in the description. Again, just some sweet gear for your overnight trips. You got hole 18, par 3, listed at 405 feet, plays closer to 200 feet of distance. I mean, you're throwing like a putter on this typically, and it's easy to go 100 long. And again, you see these trees just going crazy in the wind. It's another spot where you usually get a good wind. I believe it was a headwind today, so really lifting that disc up, letting you fly.
Jeez, this is
a sweet look, and this is way too high. I think Josh's going to be in a lot of trouble here.
Hit and sit.
It's soft enough at least, doesn't go down the hill too far, but gets pretty far left.
what a tough shot to get it to stick onto that green. I mean, that's going to be so tough for these guys.
And I swear, every time I watch Cale throw this, he puts it within like 30 feet with a putter. It's crazy. I've seen people go big backhand hyzer up and over the tree line in the middle. Noah leaving this thing a little right. He'll have probably about 50 feet uphill back at the basket. Maybe even further than that, actually. I think forehand's tough. Kind of falls away left to right a little more than it does. A little more than it looks, actually.
Yeah, and just it's at a weird spot where I can't decide whether a forehand or a backhand would be the best play, like for myself. And
you're really throwing severely downhill.
Yeah,
It's very downhill, and you really got to get the disc flying with the hill. Great look of Timmy's shot there. He hit those last couple branches and kept them close.
Stay in school, kid.
that's right. Stay in school.
You heard it.
Make sure you get that high school diploma. Very, very worth it. Jesse stepping up.
Yeah, it's if you can't throw with the hill, get that nose down, keep this close to the basket. I like that.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah,
Not
perfect.
bad.
That was perfect.
Yeah, it could have been a little shorter though, Ben, maybe by about 6 feet, you know.
No, that's perfect.
All right, fine, I'll give it to him.
Josh, just trying to keep this close, maybe give it a chance. And that was very close to
Yeah,
put it in.
that is a very downhill run. I'm a little surprised that he ran it like that, but Josh knows his game better than I know his game.
Yeah, there's a couple lakes down at the base of the ski hill here, and there's a couple fun lakes to try to go fishing in. They're a little bit deeper, so hard to catch some fish, but we always bring our yaks up.
Yeah,
Have some fun with the kayaks.
get some marlins, I'm sure. Marlins and bluegills.
Interesting combination.
Ooh,
Good catch there.
All the chains that you needed.
he got every last chain.
And Josh and Timmy are really good friends. They're both from St. Cloud area.
Man, this would be such a good birdie for T3J here. Kind of come back from a couple tough holes earlier.
Good putt.
Waving to all his fans.
Yeah, even if I had to spectate this, I don't think I'd walk up this high, Ben. I wouldn't want to be a fan right now.
That's why you take that gondola up and then walk the back part of the course with them.
There we go. See, yeah.
That's the trick.
That is the trick.
I don't know how far we've made it through. I've only confused our bags that one time.
And it's always fun when you have one guy in the car that has the same bag as you. And
Yep.
You got to pick their disc up half the round, or pick their bag up half the round.
We got a straight 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, Jesse taking the solo lead there.
Oh, an uphill shot.
Yeah,
Hole 19.
Sneaking one in here.
Yeah, 361 feet. I'm going to go on a whim and say that it plays closer to 430, I would say. Path is not OB or anything like that. You just gun it into the hillside, and it is a big shot, though.
Yeah, but you don't want to get too long. kind of tough to do for someone like myself. But yeah, just throwing a high-speed driver, maybe trying something a little bit understable so it can flip to flat and then just fade into the hole. Again, if you get up there closer to pin height and you're either side of the basket, those pine trees really get in the way of your putt. So it's just kind of one it's right in your face. It feels like you should get it every time, but it's not a short shot by any means.
Oh, no!
We wouldn't tell you that, T3J.
No, and he's going to have a very difficult shot from that spot there for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst miss that he could have done is cut himself off from seeing the basket on that left side. More the primary play will be a backhand here we'll see out of these guys, and hopefully playing it wide. And
Higher, baby.
Yeah, usually you want to play it just a little further right than where Jesse left that at, maybe 10 to 20 feet right of the pine tree line, and then let it fade right back to the hole, maybe be like 10, 20 feet short.
Yeah, and Jesse's got a good power hyzer. I'm a little confused as to why he didn't throw a hyzer shot at it. Maybe it's further than I think, so.
It's uphill. This tee pad's not great. It's actually the hole that our good friend Jeff Run broke his ankle on.
Man.
I don't know if he just slipped on the wood at the end of the tee pad, but he's recovering from that. He's pretty much back to good health at this point. And Josh, again, cutting himself off with those pine trees. You can find some tricky lines through there.
Yeah, I think Josh had the angle right and everything. Just didn't quite swoop enough is all.
Good angle from Noah. Looks like it's leaking just a little left.
Great shot. Seems like you'd rather be left than right because of that protruding branches on that pine tree close to the basket.
Yeah, but like I said, short is better than anything. You don't want to go long of this hole by any means. Maybe he's going to be trying to play through the trees here. And that's probably all he really had.
Yeah, didn't quite make it out. May have a long jump putt for a par opportunity.
I see a lot of rollaways on this hole off this basket. Anything that hits front cage or catches metal usually is going to get on edge and start rolling down the hill.
Jesse. Good.
So, yeah, he knows it too.
Yeah, he literally could hear you commentating right there. All right, listen to Ben. Don't hit front cage, and he right out of his hand.
Yeah, you want to hit the putt. If you hit a putt in this hole, you want to hit the putt. And this is kind of a tricky angle from T3J. Anything can happen the way his disc lands in on hyzer.
Oh,
Yep, good.
yeah. Oh, that could have been really bad. When you hit that branch and on the hillside, you just never know. Oh, very unfortunate for Noah.
A lot of chains there from Noah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Even
sure.
hit the strong side.
I think that cut through. Yeah, it did. Ooh.
It's like the chains barely even slowed it down.
Sorry, Noah.
See what we got.
And a tough bogey for T3J.
You
And
didn't take a 4. I would have been doing a great job and put it in the basket and spit out.
And Noah not very happy. Really looking to get a birdie there and capitalize and catch Jesse.
boy, I saw Josh looking at the forehand putt. You got to be so careful with the forehand putt. But I think he's going to do the classic Noah chicken wing. And
Don't hurt yourself.
He got so excited. Yep.
Got him.
See, Josh has got to know that you'll get more views if you fall. That's what I did.
Yeah. Get everybody talking about you.
Yeah.
Especially if you would have gotten rolling down the hill a little bit.
Woo, that's got to get your heart pumping in multiple ways. You know, the making the putt and then the stumbling down the hill. And again, that hat makes zero sense to me.
Just bouncing all over this place. And he's back in the mix here. Look at him tied with Noah here at 8 down and one shot off of Jesse, who's leading the card.
My name's Scott Matheson, and I'm a calisthenics athlete. I train with rubber bands because they improve my strength, my stability, my flexibility, and I can take them anywhere. It's all about training smarter with natural movement. What I love best about rubber bandits is seeing noticeable gains in my physique and my athletic performance. It helped me progress from assisted movements to freestyle flow. Exercise your freedom and join me in the Rubberlution.
Again, thank you to our sponsors. Can't say it enough. Check them out in the descriptions. Go get some of their gear, support them for helping support us. And this is another great view here of hole 20. Downhill, got the lake in the background. This plays more favorable for a forehand. Just plays into the hill a little bit better. It's really easy to go long on this hole. It's listed at 413 feet, but I'd say it's probably close to 300 feet of distance. Again, this forehand shot, Spike Heiser, plays the best for this hole. Just got to have your distance dialed.
Yeah, absolutely breathtaking tee pad. Look at that.
Looks a little right. And it's a little long as well too, and you get these weird rolls on this fairway, and
Still filming it.
Oh, he is still filming it.
yes, he is still filming it.
Yeah, you
and
can
he
hear
is a
them.
good 150 feet long.
You can hear.
God, he's gonna be throwing a full shot back up at this hole, I think, from there.
That's like the one thing that you don't really
Oh my God, he
see.
just turned around.
Yeah, you don't really see it without being a player. But the catch cam, if you see his head still turning and he's still filming a disc, you know it's not good.
Think about if you didn't have the film crew there. You think your disc lands 50 feet from the basket, pin height, and then it's 150 feet, 200 feet down the hill.
Yep.
Jesse, very touchy backhand shot. This looks really nice. Looks like it's gliding pretty far, though. Yeah, and he's a good 60, 70 long or so, maybe. That's going to be more of an upshot than it is a putt. Let's see if Noah can't tuck one in here, get it close.
Now, can you see this basket from the tee pad?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you can see just the top of it. You know what you're aiming for. There's one tree next to the basket, too, so you know where the distance is as well. Noah, pretty far right. It's a very tricky upshot if you're that short. Really get away from you if you're not careful. I think Timmy going with a zone here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put it close.
I think it's kind of far for one of these mid-range putter type shots.
If anybody were to put this one close to the basket, it would be T3J right here, right now.
He's been throwing this disc well all day. Good follow through. Look at that action there. Gets to about 30 feet or so.
The reverse Annie skip down the hill.
Like I said, that zone's a big shot for this hole. Can't tell if he's got a mid-range in hand, I think.
Yeah, not too much danger there for Josh. Just get it to the basket. And Noah, I'm curious if he's going to try to run this.
It's a dangerous run. 50-50.
He had his hands close to his chest like, oh, no.
I thought it was going in all the way. I don't know what he was complaining about at
Yeah,
first.
You can just hear him go, ah. It's quite a nice growl you got there, Jesse.
Again, great opportunity for T3J to pick a birdie up here. Oh, man. It looked so clean, too. I thought he had it. Didn't roll away. No.
Yeah. What a tough hole to control the distance on. This really does take such skill to get it within the circle.
Some of these greens are so scary, too.
I know, dude. Thank you.
Josh is terrified right now. Dead center. Yeah, they're talking about just these greens, the weather conditions, just sticking to their hand. It doesn't take much. All of a sudden, the disc is rolling down the hill 200 feet.
Yep. And luckily, it looks like it's cleared up a little bit. So hopefully no more rain for the rest of these boys.
Yeah, we got one more hole, so I think we got a good chance. Timmy's got some pretty sweet tats. A lot of color to him.
And his personality.
Got a very colorful personality.
All right. Hole
that.
21, 679 feet. You can see the mow lines. You can see the lake. You can see the parking lot. This is such a beautiful, beautiful hole. Just down there at the end, kind of towards the left. I think a big backhand kind of over top of all those trees and everything would be the ideal play for this shot.
Yeah, the parking lot's right there. Hole 1 and hole 2 are kind of right on the right backhand side of the hole. And usually people are watching this shot, especially this is the last card of the day. And these guys are trying to throw a nice flat hyzer, nice flat shot out here to the right and let it drop back at the hole. There's the one group of trees in the middle of the fairway. You're just trying to get around them. There's a kind of a shack garage area. And I think Josh can be kind of right behind it. Oh, just inside. So there's kind of a weird fence line right by that little shack house, and he might have an interesting lie from there.
Is there any OB over there? Is that... No, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
As far as I know, it's not OB. I'm not 100% sure how they play if you were on top of that shack. I've never had that situation, I guess, happen.
Little
This looks
story.
great here from Jesse. I think he's got a perfect line. A little bit further left than Josh is. I think he's going to get all the way to the hole. Let's go. Let's go.
Almost an ace from Jesse.
Wow, that was a perfect shot. And this is not an easy hole. Yeah, it's 679 feet. It's probably plays closer to 450.
Yep.
But that was a tremendous shot from Jesse. Great accuracy. This looks like it's leaking just a little left from Noah, but I think he'll be just fine and on the green. Might have just gotten to the tree line on the left. You're getting some tricky lies there if you're too far in.
But yeah, Ben, I've actually landed on a roof before in a tournament, in a PDGA round. And
was it OB or how they play it?
they made me play behind the object.
You're taking casual relief.
Yeah,
in a sense.
casual relief because they're like, we don't want you climbing on top of this building. And I was like, all right.
I gotta get my disc anyways.
Yeah, it was wedged under a shingle, interestingly enough.
It's a tough forehand shot from Timmy with the OB on the right. He's got such a good angle. That is insane.
Is that too deep? Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's way too deep.
My God.
Everybody cheering from the parking lot.
Yep. Oh, man, you can hear them and they're yelling at him.
And you'll see the final day. There's going to be probably more people out there than that. It's just such a cool finishing hole. No, I believe that's like a Cayman or something like that. Trying to do something weird here. Wow. No way. No way.
Weird he did.
I don't know if he was trying to do that. That was a perfect roller, though.
Pretty crazy that.
So we have 3 people here within 50, 60 feet of the hole.
I was just going to say.
That's insane.
We're at T3J's putt, and he's, 60 feet here, and other guys are going to be closer than that. Crazy.
Good effort there from T3J. And Josh is like between the fence and the shack here, it looks like. And I was actually like next to, I don't know how, but I must have like skipped back and I was like up like against the house there. And like, I don't even know how, I couldn't even barely take a lie.
Really?
Yeah, because we assumed that it wasn't OB at the top. I don't think there was any OB listed. Oh my gosh. I want a slow-mo. Give me a slow-mo.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know how that thing stayed in.
We're not even to Jesse's shot.
And this is how you finish a tournament. Do what Jesse does. Just park the last hole and walk off.
Another squeaker on these Mach 3s.
A lot of action. I don't know if it's the wet disc. Another time.
And what a birdie and round from Jesse.
Let's go, Jesse.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch. Him and Noah just had a battle all around. Again, thanks to our sponsors, OTB Discs, Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, Social CBD, Hammock Gear, and Rubber Bandits. Again, you guys better make sure you come back, watch the second round. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some great views again. Hopefully we get a little bit better weather. It was kind of on and off rain all day here. I think we'll get a good look at our leaderboard here pretty soon, and we'll be able to see who's going to be on that lead card for our second round. But thanks for joining us. Myself, Ben Kroll, signing off.
Derek Sahr signing off, and man, I got to go play this course.
Yeah, we need to get you up here.
Take care.
Take it easy, guys.